Hi everyone, it's Keli Laverty with Be Rooted Wellness, and as a board certified dance movement therapist, I'm here with your Movement Monday practice. This is something that I come on here to offer every Monday for us to practice coming into our body, practice listening and just learning to communicate between mind and body. And that's the power of movement, right? We came into this world and movement is the way we explored, the way we learned about the outside world, but also about ourselves. And so often now we use movement just to go from A to B and to get things done and to do. And we forget that movement is all about being. We are designed to just be in our bodies and to use movement to take in information. And our body is always signaling us through its experience, through the sensations that it has as we move and interact in the world. And then that signal goes up into our brain where we are processing that, and we're supposed to take it in and use it for our next moves. Often our mind is stuck in rigid patterns that are judging, and rather than being curious about the information, we get fearful of the information. We have judgment of this is good, this is bad. And so I work with my clients to help shift that rigidity, to help shift your mind and the judgment, to allow the body to really guide you, and to start having a communication where the body's information is really present and valued. And so today we are going to continue with movement as a way of finding information, as a way of connecting to information. And we've been using movement to help us build our capacity, to help us feel. And if you want help with that, check out some of our past videos, as well as you can always reach out one-on-one to me for some dance movement therapy, because these videos are not therapy, they are not individualized to what's going on for you, but just to offer an opportunity to connect in and to try something in your own home and to see how that feels, right? To see what your body tells you. So today we're gonna dial it back and just practice listening. What does that mean, right? What does it mean to just listen in the body? I want you to take your mind and just let it be more of an observer and not be so much focused on what we're listening for. What does it mean? Why? Why am I feeling that? We want to come in and experience the body and be just like a scientist, taking in the information that your body has. So as you might start, you're just gonna open your mind up to noticing where can it go in the body? What grabs your attention? So maybe pause for a moment, maybe close your eyes so that your attention isn't distracted visually, and you can let it come down into somewhere on your body, somewhere more internal focused, all right? You can take a hand and move it and take your attention to an external space in your body, using your skin and the touch sense to bring attention, right? So movement can offer that. It can become your focus. As you start to move, just that movement itself can take your attention. So if you're not sure where to start, you could start with the movement. But I invite you to just pause in your movement and see where you go. Where does your attention go? Is it a thought? Is it a fear? Is it a tensing? Is it your breath? As I am standing, my attention is going to my feet and the sense of weight that I have vertically coming down into my feet. I'm noticing a little bit of shifting socks. I can feel the ground evenly. Notice, are my feet spread? As my weight kind of centers downward, my breath. I'm just noticing the movement that it's creating in my body. I'm noticing my belly expanding as I breathe. Our attention doesn't always stay in one place. It can move around. And if it moves to thoughts and somewhere else, gently direct it back. And as I did that, I noticed I started moving, I started swaying. So my attention is coming back to my body because I moved. Allow yourself to maybe start to do some gentle movement and have your attention come to that. Where are your hands? Where are your feet? Where are your shoulders? Where's your spine in space? Does it feel tense and rigid? Is there movement? Is there energy flowing? Okay. Wherever you're at, I want you just to take your attention and see if you can amplify that space, that attention. So right now my hands have my attention and I'm closing my eyes and I'm really starting to just move my hands a little bit more so that I can get some signals, get some sensations from them. Start to notice what's going on. And as I do that, I'm noticing some tension actually, some tightness up my arm into my shoulders. So I'm just taking my arm and gently soothing, gently moving, noticing. I'm not judging, I'm just seeing that my body wants to connect more with the sensation. And as I'm doing that, other sensations are signaling to my brain to pay attention. And I've been practicing this for a while, so my attention becomes movement. When my mind notices something in my body, I'm taking movement and allowing myself to explore that space. And I'm just letting myself move without judgment, move without a plan, but really trying to stay with exploring the sensations that are coming up. And it's okay to take pauses, to breathe, to check back in, maybe pause your whole body and notice where there's more signals. As I do this, now I'm having energy and signaling in my neck. I'm not trying to figure out why, I'm not trying to fix it. I'm just saying, my neck needs attention. And I'm gonna move and see what I can find out by listening. And to help you kind of understand that movement is a form of listening, it's a form of communicating with your body, I want you to imagine just matching me. I'm moving my hands. I'm talking to you right now through movement. I want you to match me and try this in your body. By matching, you are listening to see what is going on. What does that movement feel like? How is that feeling in your body, right? And you might have a sense of, interesting, or just signaling in your body of what this is like. But if I was here in person with you, we would have a conversation. You would be listening to what I'm saying. I want you to practice that within yourself. Go to a body space, an energy, a movement, and let yourself listen, let yourself explore, let yourself take the movement and make it bigger, amplify it. Try it out. Maybe take that same, I just was doing it in my shoulders, and I'm gonna move it into my hips and let that part of my body move. There's no right or wrong way to listen. You're exploring, you're taking it in, and you're seeing what signals come up for you. And that is the goal of today's practice, just to use movement as a form of listening, right? And if you move and you find something out, let your next movement be the response. So if something is feeling good, you might listen to that signal of enjoyment, of ease, and let yourself continue it. Let yourself expand on it. Let yourself maybe reach or amplify it into some other move. If your body's starting to say, I don't like that, you're getting tense signals, you're getting pain anywhere, you listen by modifying your movement, changing it. Maybe it's your breath comes in and breathes different. Maybe your position, maybe sit or lie down, but change it up using your movement as a way of listening. I'd love to hear your comments. Have you ever thought of movement as a form of listening? And what's the practice been like for you? Reach out. If this is resonating, if this is something you feel like you want to learn to listen more to your body, you want to find out what it has to say about all your stress and different emotions and different patterns in your life. I work one-on-one virtually or in person in Pennsylvania, and I'd love to meet you. I'd love to chat on a free connection call to see if working together could be something that is of value. If you have already worked with me, if you follow along and just like to touch base every week, practice this. Try this framework for just a few minutes. Put on a song at home, start to listen to what your body needs, and then maybe journal or reflect on what your body is saying to you. What are those signals bringing up? What does your body need? What does your mind need? And I will see you next week.